What is up, everyone? Welcome back to Optimal EV. Today I'm going to be giving you a build guide and rundown on the all-new Hyundai Ioniq 5.
This looks like a pretty cool car. We're both pretty excited to get a good chance at reviewing it. We might also get a chance to review it in person at the Philadelphia Auto Show. If you guys do happen to be in the area and plan on going, if you see us, check us out, let us know, say hi.
Love to talk some EVs.
Yeah, we'll definitely be down to talk with you guys. But for now, let's hop into Hyundai's website and take a look.
All right, so here we are on Hyundai's website, and as you see on the left side, we have the three trims for the Ioniq 5, the SE, the SEL, and the Limited. What are your first thoughts on the car? Just, looks?
I think it looks pretty clean. These deliveries apparently went out in December, but I have yet to see one in person, so I'm really interested to see if these are as clean as they look as they do on the website.
Yeah, something super unique to me is the headlights. I think they look awesome.
Yeah,
that cube look.
The cube look.
You wouldn't think a modern car would look good with cubed headlights, but it's pretty sweet.
It looks pretty dope.
Yeah, I like it a lot.
I like that if you switch it over to the SEL, they get a little bit more defined. I really like the SEL look on this.
Yeah, with the full LEDs for sure. And, with that, we'll start telling you about the differences on the different trims.
Yeah.
So first thing, on the right side, you'll see we have 303 miles of electric range. So pretty decent range. We always make that standard of 300 miles is important.
It's just getting over that hump.
Yep. And that is for the rear wheel drive option though. But one thing that is super cool about the Ioniq 5 is that you will be able to option for the all-wheel drive version, which we'll show you when we click into the build.
You can actually do that on all three of the different models, which is, I think, a good idea for them. I don't usually like when people make upgrades like exclusive to a certain trim. It sometimes you have to, and I get that, but at this level, it's great because, any model that you pick, you can always opt for a different battery. I think that's really important.
It makes sense for like someone like Lucid where you're jumping a huge price.
Right.
But when it comes to the lower end models, they really should give you an option for all-wheel drive, bigger, less range, but all-wheel drive for the areas that people are in, and also give you the option for the rear wheel with, the max amount of range. So it's definitely important. So for the SE, we have 303 miles of range, as we talked about, the ultra-fast charging, which Hyundai has touched on. If you want to look more into that, just take a look on their website. 19-inch wheels standard, pretty awesome. I mean, should be fine with the range. 12-inch screen, and 12-inch digital instrument cluster, so matching screens on the front.
Right. So for colors, it looks like we start off with the Cyber Gray. Pretty cool, not too special. Digital Teal. This is kind of an interesting one, not really my vibe.
That's going to be a hit or miss.
Yeah, it's pretty polarizing. Next up, we have Phantom Black, which is pretty classic. Moving on to Atlas White, which again is a nice classic color. And then lastly, Lucid Blue.
Stealing that Lucid name,
I know, right? I was just going to say, I'm wondering how that's not trademarked, but I actually kind of like this color a lot.
Yeah, it's nice. It looks good with the wheels. Again, the lights look nice. So let's hop into the SEL.
Yep. On here, you can see that the changes are the full LED headlights. I believe these are adaptive. They have H-Tex leatherette seating surfaces and hands-free smart liftgate with auto open. So I guess you can, automatically open the trunk hands-free.
Something we've said that should be standard, but on this car, I get it. Lucid, it should definitely be standard.
Yeah.
Audi e-tron should be standard.
Yeah,
but,
it's cool to have.
It's okay.
Wireless device charging as well. So if your phone does support that, you have that included here.
Yes, and then one extra color, you will have the option to get the Shooting Star Gray. So definitely a nice option. You'll be able to get that on the SEL and the Limited. So we're going to click on the Limited here. No color changes at all. You'll see same range. You will get a vision roof, so a panoramic roof. A heads-up display with augmented reality, which is kind of becoming the industry standard with Mercedes and BMW getting that as well.
Yep.
I know me and Sam, huge fans of heads-up display. Helps keep your eye on the road. Just looks like you're in Iron Man's helmet or something.
Yeah, pretty much.
We have blind spot monitor, which is very important, and remote smart parking assistant. The blind spot monitor, it's kind of sad to see that's not on the SEL and the SE.
Yeah.
The Limited shouldn't be, something that you can get a safety feature on only.
I find that kind of weird because blind spot view monitor, I don't know if that would be just your indicator and your detectors or if this is like
a camera.
I think it's a full camera. Which that for me, like I kind of get. Mm-hmm. All Hyundais have like the the blind spot indicator.
Gotcha.
So I was thinking that might have been excluded here.
So that might be like with Honda, where they have on the right side mirror, they have the camera. So we'll look into that. That's pretty awesome though.
So price-wise, if we click through these, you can see how the price jumps up as we progress. SE starts at that $43,650 mark, moving up to SEL at $45,900, and then lastly, Limited is $50,600. I do not think that includes the federal tax cut. Hyundai definitely still qualifies for that, but definitely keep that in mind when you're looking to purchase one of these cars.
So we're going to start by selecting the Limited. The reason we went over some of the differences on the trims is because there's really no options that you can select. It's just accessories. So, the cargo net, all that kind of stuff that we usually talk about that's not worth the money.
Right.
$115 for a cargo mat, $195 for carpeted floor mats.
Yeah, man.
That's interesting. Wait, it doesn't come with carpeted floor mats?
Nope. Does not look like it. So these would have to be
these
additional.
special?
Preserve original carpeting with custom designed and color matched floor mats.
So it might just be a custom version of them. Like maybe it comes with standard.
Hyundai, just regular
Yeah,
carpeted
that's what I would
floor
guess.
mats. I would hope so.
There's no way they can give a car with no floor mats. I've just never seen an option for carpeted ones.
Yeah,
so
that'd be kind of weird. But as you can see, there is an option to upgrade your your powertrain up to the 3900 additional all-wheel drive battery. This is the same across all of the trims, so it should be pretty much adding that same price to all of them.
For the interior, we have two different colors, not many options, but we have the black, which let me just hop into the interior real quick. So something interesting. What do you think about the interior, just first off?
First glance, it looks very average. I mean, the screens, I'm definitely intrigued by the screens, but however, seating, the front underneath the dash part, all this looks pretty standard. It kind of looks like they have an LED around the speaker, which is always kind of cool. But nothing that's really popping out to me.
I'm just trying to look at the carpets. Are those carpets? I mean, they look like carpets, but I don't know if
I don't see floor mats.
I see a little. I don't know. That's interesting.
Yeah, we'll have to
find out
see.
when we see it in person.
Yeah, we'll have to check it out.
I like the speaker circle. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it looks pretty dope.
Little blue trim. The one thing that kind of catches me off guard is that they kept the screen white for the black interior.
Yeah, it does look kind of off.
I like white. I always like the white theme. Like when we switch over to the white interior or gray two-tone, I definitely like this better. It looks better with the screen.
It matches so much better.
Yeah. I feel like they should have just went with the black screen on the black interior. And
Something that I noticed right away, and this is personally because I drive a Hyundai, is that the cup holder is a little bit different than what's in my car. Mm-hmm. I know that my cup holder is actually kind of cool where I can flip it around and have a deeper one or a more shallow one. Mm-hmm. And this one doesn't quite look like it has the same features.
It looks interesting.
Kind of like a nitpick, but I think otherwise it looks pretty clean.
It does. Buttons look clean, nice screen, nice display up top. It looks like it has a nice interface.
Right.
Obviously, you have to sit in it and play with it. It's probably going to be different than the standard Hyundai interface, which is what everyone's been doing. Their UI has, they're trying to keep it electric.
Yeah. I like that the screen is very integrated into the dashboard. It doesn't pop up too much. Sometimes I worry that with an additional screen that you're blocking road view. Mm-hmm. But this looks pretty clear.
Famous for it, the BMW 5 Series has that screen on the very top of the dash, and it's ugly, especially from the outside. You see it just popping out.
Yeah,
it almost blocks vision. So it's a nice interior though for what you're paying for it. It's not bad.
All right, so on the summary page here, we look like we have a total of $51,845 for our limited version, with the exterior of gray or cyber gray and the gray two-tone interior. It's $50K. It is pretty much hitting that mid-tier zone when you upgrade this much versus the lower 30,000 range. All right, so here we are on the summary page. As you can see, our total is about $51,845, which puts us pretty much competitively with the i4, as well as the Tesla Model 3, which is kind of similar to this car in the sense of customization. There really is not very much you can customize on this car, just like with the Model 3. Mm-hmm. You do get the option to change your battery, just like you would with a Tesla. But other than that, price-wise, it's really jumping up into that higher range. They got to be careful because I think you get into a pretty competitive zone the more expensive you get.
For sure. Obviously, we're on the limited, which is more expensive.
Yeah.
But we didn't even add the all-wheel drive on this one. So it'll jump up another $3,500, whatever it was, $3,900. So, the Model 3, BMW, they're very big competitors. I think one thing we didn't touch on the back was just, I like the pixelated look there as well. Just
it
like
looks
the front.
pretty cool.
I have heard as well that this vehicle is a lot bigger than it looks in pictures. So I'm pretty excited to see it in person just to kind of get a feel and see if it even is a competitor to a Model 3 or an i4. Obviously, it has that hatch look.
Yeah.
But, I can't really tell from the pictures how big it really is inside.
One last thing that we are going to go over before we wrap this up is the warranty for Hyundai, because this is actually pretty impressive.
For the warranties, you'll see they offer a wide variety of warranties, some that are, competitive with other brands, but some that are better than other brands. As you see, we have a 5-year, 60,000-mile new limited warranty, which is, most brands are at 4 years, 50,000, but some are still close to them, so it's definitely nice to see them on the higher side. One thing that is different about the battery warranty is that it's not an 8-year 100,000 or 8-year 120, 130. It's 10 years 100,000. So for people who don't drive as many miles, they will have that peace of mind for a lot longer if they decide to keep this vehicle. Also, you will get a 5-year unlimited mile roadside assistance. Other brands, they do the same thing. As long as their remote services are updated and working, they let you get the roadside assistance with that. So, it's nice to see that you won't have to use an OnStar or,
AAA.
a third party. Yeah,
Right.
exactly. So it's definitely important.
All right, well, that wraps up our build guide rundown on the Hyundai Ioniq 5. As you can tell, it's pretty simple. Not too much to customize there.
Yeah, it keeps our lives a lot easier, and it makes it simpler for the buyer. So it's nice to see Hyundai is doing that, just like Tesla. Again, we are going to be at the Philly Auto Show, so if you see us, come say hi. I don't know if a lot of you are from our area, but we'd love to see you. So also, don't forget, like and subscribe, and we will see you in the future.